We need a reset day. Like, everything feels like it's a mess right now, and I'm giving myself the gift of a day to reset everything and figuring out how to balance work, self-care, everything in between. So help me get my life together. One thing I have noticed is that I have been not eating breakfast the way that I used to eat it, and I've been kind of like waiting a really long time to eat. I'll start the day with just like cacao or like something in the morning, and it'll be late, and then I'm like ravenous and I'm not getting enough protein, and like I'm realizing that doesn't work for me. That works for some people, intermittent fasting and all of that. It's not working for me. Sparky just left for work and I am making breakfast. I already did my beginning of my morning routine, and I will do a morning routine video for you guys, but I picked these eggs by hand from my friend Chelsea's farm that she just moved on to. I picked this by hand out of my friend's chicken coop. Like, I'm so excited to eat these. I'm sure they're gonna be amazing. Growing up, my mom always made eggs with just a little bit of water instead of milk or just nothing. Ew, my counters are so dirty. Everything's a mess. We're gonna clean everything, okay? But first we're having breakfast. I am making these cauliflower hash browns in the air fryer. I love these. They're so delicious. They have just a little bit of protein, but they're a nice little booster, and I just feel like they're a good, healthy, like, source of carbs and yumminess, and they like give you the satisfaction of a McDonald's hash brown almost, I swear. And then I do this Dr. Kelly Ann's bone broth. It has 15 grams of protein. My goal is to front load protein in the morning just to like make sure that I'm satiated and full and get enough protein, because it's super easy for me to just want to eat mostly like veggie stuff, but this has 15 grams of protein in just like a cup. And then I add Vital Proteins collagen peptides to it, so it has even 10 more grams of protein. And I swear this is not becoming like a protein vlog, but yeah, it's just something that I've been aware of for a while, that I feel better when I eat more protein, and especially like need to get that in starting in the beginning of the day, or I don't. And then it really keeps me full throughout the day and gives me more energy, because I've noticed my energy's been flagging around like 3 p.m. or something, or sometimes after lunch. Also, hot tip, this pizza oil is so good. It's like jalapeno herb by Brightland, and I like to make my eggs in this. I would normally put salad or like fruit. I usually do some greens and avocado, but I'm completely out of all fruit and vegetables that aren't these pomegranate seeds. These are literally the only thing I have, so just so that they don't roll all around. That'll do. It's a little something fresh, you know? Okay, we're taking this out to eat outside today because I think we need a little fresh air. I was working with a health coach. A friend of mine actually started health coaching. She's like, will you be my practice client? And I was like, of course. This is my favorite thing to learn about. And she taught me to stop and take 10 deep breaths before I eat. And now Sparky and I take 3 deep breaths and say like a little blessing over our food before we eat any meal together. So I did 3. I'm gonna finish mine, but highly recommend. It just brings you into presence, so you're not just like eating in an anxious state. And studies have proven that when you are in high levels of stress, food is processed differently in your body. So we want our body to be in a state of rest and digest when we're eating, so that we can get all the value and all the nutrients of the food, and that it's just a better situation for our body if it's something that we can control. And just by stopping and even taking 3 deep breaths, you really will feel a difference in your nervous system calming down. So do this with me, why not? We have 6 more. The ambient sounds of the trash person working today, we thank them for their service. I think there's 2 more now. And it's really nice when you sigh it out. Take a big breath into the belly, fill up in the chest, and then sip in a little more at the top. Do you feel more relaxed? It's trash can day, trash day. Well, we are grateful for your service. And that just reminds me that I have to add to my list to bring the trash cans back in. So I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast now, mindfully. I'm listening to a little astrology podcast right now. It's the Chani Nicholas one. I listened to a couple different ones. Her and Sarah Verba, VRBA, who's here on YouTube and has such beautiful thoughtful videos here on YouTube. So I'm just like catching up on like little things I like to listen to or voice memos from friends. I already journaled today. So I woke up, grounded, picked my lemon from the lemon tree, made my lemon water, and journaled while Sparky was getting ready for work, fed the kitten, played with the kitten, etc. Now I'm having breakfast and I'm gonna just zone out while I enjoy this. Like, you know, enjoy it and listen to voice memos from friends and do my little thing. He's the sweetest boy in the world. I love him. Okay, I'm just gonna wash my face. I think I've mentioned this here before, but I get lazy about my skincare, and like on the days that I work from home and don't see anyone, I'm like, who cares? What's the point of doing anything? Well, guess what? I care. I am worth doing things for. I went to my friend's farm over the weekend, which I told you, and I wore my hair in braids, and my hair has had this great texture ever since. Reminder that braids are underrated. If you have like really straight hair like me and you like a little texture, throw some braids in there. I was very impressed. My skincare lady, my esthetician, told me that I could just wash my face with water, but I wash it with like a gentle cleanser, and I'm using her natural products that she makes. When I did this years ago, my skin never looked better. So I'm getting back on it because I don't know if you guys can tell, but my redness is like way better than it was. So I'll take it. And I feel like I was using too many products and probably not the right products for my skin. So I'm doing a little reset and just going really simple. And she gave me like some little samples and just random. She's like, use this, that's it. So that's what we're doing. Keeping it simple. There are certain things like this, I think it was the ceramide cleanser from Sunday Riley. She's like, that's a great gentle, that's fine, you can use that. So she was kind of like, this one's too harsh for you, you have really sensitive skin, this one works, this one doesn't. So I'm gonna try this and stay consistent and see how it goes. Let's do a little facial massage. Always need to start by opening up the chest and lymph nodes here, just so they're ready to drain. And I'm just gonna do really simple. And we're about to go on a walk, so we're gonna put a little sunscreen on. I'm using a mineral sunscreen. Sometimes the chemical can be irritating to sensitive skin. So this one is like a physical, like mineral barrier. It's SPF 50. I'm gonna do it in my chest down here. Also gonna try taping my chest tonight for the first time for wrinkling. Because I have a large chest and I'm a side sleeper, and I'm starting to get these creases that are not going away. And someone suggests, I used to use those patches from Amazon, and they would lose their stick so often and they would drive me crazy. So someone suggested, if you have that face tape, which I have some I've never used, I'm like, I should just use it. They were saying to use that, like a nurse that I know mentioned that. So I was like, it's a great idea. I gotta say, my skin tone, I have not a stitch of makeup or anything on. It's so much more even than it has been. You guys have seen my other videos. Like, I think we're onto something here. And because I'm feeling extra with my self-care, I'm gonna brush my hair. And I found my Vegamore like hair stuff. My words, great today, huh? Probably need a matcha, which I will make when I get home. But this Tangle Teaser brush, if you have like fine or sensitive hair, or you color it and you have like a snow globe of breakage whenever you brush it, this is the most gentle. And I found my Vegamore Grow hair serum, and I like this one because it doesn't make your hair oily. So I oil my hair before I wash with rosemary oil and give it like a nice massage. I do like a whole thing every time before wash day. But what's nice about this is it doesn't make your hair greasy at the roots. So you can use it like every day, even non-clean hair. We're really trying to manifest a hair growing miracle over here. It doesn't seem to want to get past this point because the breakage, and I've even like stopped coloring it. Like I've been coloring it like so much less than normal. I used to go like regularly. I've only gone once this year. That's a pretty big deal. And I have like this little scalp massager thing. I also have this little comb that I like. Have little things like this that you do for yourself. I go through phases. I wish that I did it all the time. But when I do, I'm always like, man, this feels nice. And I can tell that my body feels grateful. I think I'm in a place right now where I'm feeling so uncomfortable in my body. And I had a video on my feed get like a lot of views that it normally doesn't. And it was all like fat phobic comments on Instagram. And I cried about it a few times this weekend. Like, I just haven't felt that sensitive for a long time. Like, I've been doing this for a while. I'm used to people saying mean things, but like this was like a new level, and there were so many. And I've already not been feeling great in my body, and so it's just been tough. So the normal version of me wants to like punish my body into some kind of submission and be like, you will be what I want. And instead I'm like trying to treat her so gently, ask her what she needs, and be really loving. And that's when she gave me the message of like, you're kind of starving me during the day and then eating like a lot at night, and like that's not, I don't like that. She's like, I want breakfast, and like I want healthy, fresh, delicious foods, and like I want you to like treat me like you love me. So here we are. This is a comb. This is by Fable in Maine, which I use their shampoo and conditioner. It's like an Ayurvedic inspired hairline, and it just feels so good. I think it's something about the natural wood and like how these little, it feels like, you know, when you like have short nails and you kind of go through, it just feels so good. We're gonna get dressed, put a hat on, and take a walk. I positively cannot show you. There's a pile of laundry on the floor right now. It is too crazy. But I'm just wearing this little Beyond Yoga onesie. It's like a long, I'll show you out there. I'd show you here, but there's a giant pile of laundry at my feet. I haven't done laundry in like 2 weeks. Here it is in all its glory. It's that space dye. I love the color. Yes, I wear these shoes on my walks. I'm just going around the neighborhood. Sometimes it's just a faff to put on sneakers and socks, you know what I mean? But yeah, I really like this onesie. It's just the most comfortable thing, especially like throw like a little fleece over and like run errands or go to the movies. It's just, and it's got the built-in little shelf bra with adjustable straps. So our goal is to just do a nice little 15-20 minute walk, and it's just, I always forget how much better it makes me feel until I do it. I like to look for little things along the way that bring me joy. Flowers, butterflies. Oh, I forgot my headphones. We're going back. In other news, how beautiful are my roses right now? They're all doing their thing. This guy's always waiting for me. Hi, cutie. Hi, sweetie. Oh, he said, come inside, mommy. Much better. I was hoping I'd see a hummingbird. Do you see it? I can buy all that I want, but my gosh, we actually have some fall leaves around here, even though it's 80 degrees. Okay, and I'm freaking out. Are my neighbors growing dragon fruit? Is this literally dragon fruit? Once again, every time I'm on my walk, I'm just reminded of how much beauty is in the world. And it really boosts my mood. Like just looking around at like the smallest things that give me gratitude, it's just an instant mood booster. And every time I'm like, why did I stop my walk practice? But you know what? We're gonna be gentle with ourselves. We are returning to the things that make us feel good, that feel good to us. Ah. And be there for those who are in need. They say you gotta think twice. So my question for you right now is, what is one simple practice you can either start or return to that will bring you home to yourself and that will feel nourishing? Comment below, make a little commitment to do one thing this week. It could take 5 minutes. One more time for the fall leaves. I even charged up my Aura because it has been dead for like 2 weeks, so I could start to track my sleep and steps again, just because it's a good reminder of like how I'm doing in those areas. Ooh, got a joy that's overflowing. They say don't. Oh my gosh, we have another hummingbird, you guys. You see it? It's right here. Hi, pretty. Oh my goodness. Hello. Oh my gosh. This makes me so happy. How to feel. That's how it is. And that's how it's always been. But what about how it could be? Enough is enough. There's new voices talking. Well, we worked up a sweat. That's a good sign. I'm going to probably splash my face because it just feels wet. Get some water, and then we have a little call with our girl Callie. And if you guys remember, I teased about that trip. It's happening. We can't announce it just yet officially, but I'm hopping on a call with her to go over some of the plans for it and like yeah, everything that we need to do up to launch. So you get to say hi to her quickly, and then I'm gonna be jumping into a little work focus pod. One thing that's helped me, if you guys are like, I am not diagnosed ADHD, but I definitely have problems like focusing and like staying into something. I get very easily distracted, so I probably am, okay? But I just haven't been diagnosed, so I'm not gonna claim that. But I definitely, people always say that about me, so it's fine. But one thing that I've really loved, actually I'm gonna show you, is this app called Focus Keeper, and it's free. And it has like 25-minute pockets, and then it goes like, you go 25 minutes and then it gives you a 5-minute break. So it's a Pomodoro timer, and you can actually set different tasks. So like for me, I was working on my tax spreadsheets. Yeah, so you can set it, and then you'll work for 25 minutes, take a break for 5, 25, 5, and then at the end you get like a longer break. And oh my gosh, seeing the aura slowly update. Getting my little workstation set up for the day. I usually bounce between here and the dining table, and then even sometimes in that other little room. But for now, I've got a collagen tea. I've been drinking this pretty tasty. It's really yummy. They have different flavors. It's sugar-free, but they also have plain black tea. But since I'm a little tired, I'm gonna use this as my caffeine for the day. And I only had like 10 grams of collagen, and so normally I would do 20 milligrams. I don't know, whatever, 20, whatever the units are. Yeah, I've just got my headphones, my phone, a notebook to write stuff. It's my journal, but we're writing in it as a notebook today. That's fine. Sometimes when the weather's nice, I'll even go outside and work, but I kind of like swap around different areas. But my dream would be to make my closet room a cloffice, like a closet office where I have a desk that I can work in there when it comes to stuff too. Just because sometimes the living room feels like I sit in here all day, and then Sparky comes home and I'm like so over it. So I'd like to kind of keep it a little more sacred for us, but one step at a time. Here we are. It is lunchtime here in LA, and it is dinner time. Dinner time in the UK. What are we having, Cal?
I'm actually having katsu curry.
Ooh, did you make it or did you buy it?
With Japanese pickles. I actually got it from a takeaway because I couldn't be bothered.
Well, you just got back from Lisbon. You were just in Portugal, right?
I did.
Yeah, she was just telling me everything, and I'm so jealous.
I was like trying to convince Alex that we all need to go to Lisbon together.
We do.
On one of our many trips
we do.
Planning,
but now we've got some work to do, so we're gonna leave you guys. But stay tuned, because if you want to travel with us and just explode over the moon about delicious food and shopping and beauty and nature and everything, then stay tuned, because we would love to have you. We would love to have you travel with us, and it's gonna be really good. It's a kitten kissing break. Hi, little baby. Hi, little boy. Wow, that was a power hour. My butt fell asleep. I need to like get up, shake it off, and then I do need to go into some more emails. Yeah, I have just like a lot of admin work to catch up on today, so I'm gonna have to do another power hour, I think, of emails and other stuff for work, like some contracts, answering some things, etc., etc. Then we are going to take a lunch break, maybe a stretch break, because my body is feeling really tight. Okay, you know what? We are actually doing a stretch break right now. This is my little woo room, and I definitely need to tidy it up a little bit. But I'm gonna put my yoga mat down in here and stretch a little. Hello, come here. You wanna stretch? Hi. Oh, look, he's also stretching. Sweetheart. I decided a little breath work was in order, that I just needed like a little reset of the energy. The stretch was super nice, but I just decided I needed to do a little breath work. So we're gonna open our Open app, and I'm gonna see what they got for me today. Here's the quote today. I get up, I fall down, all the while I am dancing. Martha Graham, we love it. They have good quotes. Perfect, I said I needed a quick reset. And the breathwork of the day is quick reset. It's 4 minutes, which is about as much time as I feel like I can spare right now. So let's do it. Okay, I feel so much better after that little bit of breath work. And then Sparky called me on his lunch break and I've decided I need a little bit of a change of scenery. So we are moving to the table to do some work. Oh, I do have so much to get done today work-wise, and on that call, the call with Callie ran just a little longer than I was anticipating. And I just got so many like urgent emails, like we need to know what you want to do on this and like this and that, which is great. But yeah, it just kind of, sometimes I get that feeling of like, oh my gosh, everything's due at once and I don't know what to prioritize and I feel very stressed. And we're not doing that. So what I like to do when I'm feeling that way is I list everything out on a piece of paper, and then I try to like, I make it like a checklist, and then sometimes I'll like divide it up like into days or work, like I'll kind of like circle them and like put them into little pockets, and then I work through them one by one with the Pomodoro timer. So we are going to start by making a list of everything that we need to do. And so I like to put it as like, I call it something different every time. This time we're gonna call it weekly priorities. Hello, Stu. Hi, puppy. And we are just gonna jam through it one by one. So I'm right now working on things that I'm doing for my campaigns, for my social stuff that I do, my brand partnerships. And then I'm gonna work on the new personal project thing that I am launching, which hopefully I'll have some updates for you guys the next couple weeks. There will be, the first portion of it will be launched within, maybe even by the time this goes live. We'll see. Hey, bub, no. Okay. I forgot to set my Pomodoro timer, so I'm gonna do that now just because it reminds me to get up and move my butt for a second. So I'm just doing this one. I'm just calling it aligned action. This is my little aligned action one. And I'm starting this timer. So I'm on my first 25-minute thing. And then I gotta take a break after every 25 minutes. It's break time, it's lunchtime, and I have decided it is imperative to have a picnic in the sun. I really want to get a harness so I can bring my kitten out here. And I always thought the people that did that were interesting. And now I'm that person. And that's just where we are. I've started setting picnics up here and it's been so lovely. For lunch we have a Goop Kitchen chicken Caesar wrap, which I've never had, and they make it in the Siete grain-free tortillas, which are so good. And then I just have a little side salad. I'm having some Spindrift. And then I might have a couple Erewhon tortilla chips that are so good, but just depending. I'll probably only eat half of this and then I can save the rest for tomorrow. I'm going to listen to the rest of my little podcast, and I was like, I need some fresh air, I need some sunshine, I need some grounding. So this is my dreamy little lunch picnic. Sending love to everyone who lives somewhere where it's cold already, and I'm just wondering, can you take a bundled up fall walk? Can you sit by a window? Like, what's something like loving and grounding you can do when you just need a little midday break? This has been my favorite thing lately. I try to get out here as many days as I can to just have like a little time. Sometimes I'll meditate, sometimes I'll just lay on the grass in the blanket and just like, yeah, my neighbors think I'm a little silly, as I've told you before, but honestly, people need to just be with nature more. It feels really nice. Okay, this looks so good. That was so phenomenal. I feel so satisfied. First of all, my friend that I was doing the health coaching with, her name is Rebecca Sharzer. She's amazing. If you are interested in anything like that, she is starting to take clients and she's so good. It's just every area of your life. Like, she encouraged me to clean out that little side room of mine. Yeah, I just feel like I've made so much progress since we had worked together. But anyway, she was always checking in with me about eating till I was 80% full. And I realized, like, when I was eating fast or being distracted by things like working or like being on my phone when I was eating, that I would eat and then I wouldn't be full, but then all of a sudden I would be very full. So we successfully ate half the wrap and it feels like I feel 80% full, maybe 70, 80 full. We ate our salad and I didn't even touch my Erewhon chips. I've told you guys about these before, but they are my favorite thing in the world. I love to eat them with this hummus that's so good. But I didn't even feel the need to have any chips. So, you know, we're really on track today. We're eating our rainbows, we're getting some protein. Things are going good. We're taking good care of ourselves. We're getting a lot accomplished. But that shouldn't be the test of like whether a day is good. Sometimes I think I expect way too much out of myself in a day. Like, I overschedule myself and I overestimate what can get done in a day, and I'm trying to accept that my worth is not based in my productivity. So cheers to that. Came in, finished some emails and stuff, and I'm just cannot kick feeling a little bit sleepy today. I don't drink coffee very regularly, but I did read, I swear it was a doctor that recommended it, about a nappuccino. Have you guys heard about this? So I'm gonna make a little coffee and I'm going to do a 20-minute meditation, like laying down with my eyes closed. And then by then the coffee should have kicked in, and then we're gonna power clean. Side note, we are obsessed with this. It's an almond coconut creamer, and it's, so it's a dairy-free one, which I do. It's pumpkin pie flavored and it doesn't have sugar, but I think it uses stevia or something. Yes, it uses stevia leaf extract, and it is so good. It creams so well. Woo girl. Speaking of travels, I got this beautiful mug. I'm obsessed with it, in the Amalfi Coast with Callie, along with this fun little snail one that I use all the time. They make the best pottery there. You can see it was in Ravello. And I think this was the one where they took us in the basement and they said that Oprah got all of her dishes there. I don't know if they just say that to sell stuff, but it worked on me. And that nut pod stuff really foams up like almost as well as regular milk. So if you have been wanting to have fall drinks, but you don't want to have to buy them, you're on a budget like me, try this. She's simply gorgeous. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I overpoured. Gotta top it with a little bit of pumpkin spice just because I'm extra like that. Oops, this is just not my day for creativity and beauty. Whatever, it's still a nice little afternoon pick-me-up. I have these stencils that I like to do, and I would have done like a fall leaf or something, but I don't have the right, I need to figure that out. I used to do it all the time and I cannot get it to look good anymore. Anyway, let's just enjoy this bit of coffee. We're gonna try the nappuccino thing and I will report back. See you in like 25 minutes. I dare say it worked. I woke up, I've got tons of energy. Let's tidy the house. Uh-oh, somebody made a mess. Puppy, what happened? Why did you knock over your food bowl? Here is the state of the kitchen right now. 'Tis embarrassing. Yowza. Oh, let's not forget this corner. We need accountability here. Just in time for a quick little walk before it got dark. I am so sweaty. Housework can really do it to you. Checking in with myself and realizing that although I did not get everything on my list done today, not even close, I did the best I could, and that's okay, and tomorrow is a new day. Also, can we take a moment for this perfect little thumbnail moon? We did it. I do need to sit down and do a few more emails, but first I am just feeling so grody from all the cleaning and walking. I just feel like a sweat mess. So I'm gonna take a body shower, and I spilled, of course, lunch on this. So I'm gonna get this in the washer. The house is definitely not perfect, but can we take a minute for how much better it looks? Puppy, say hi. It definitely feels so much better, but this corner has all my laundry. So I started the laundry, and now these are all the different piles that I all have to get washed. All in all, we cleaned the fridge, we restocked. Didn't show you, but I watered the plants, tidied all the surfaces, got all the urgent stuff off my list, And most importantly, I made a plan for tomorrow so I can wake up and hit those Pomodoro timers running, and I'm not gonna be like fixated on the house in the back of my mind. Thus a get it together day. The point being to set the stage for the next few days. And I think I successfully did that. I fueled my body well, I moved my body, I gave myself lots of little breaks. I feel really good. I listened to a really beautiful podcast. It's actually felt so appropriate. So it's by Martha Beck. I think it's called The Gathering Place or something. And she was like, you need to do less than you think, or there's less to do than you think was the topic. There's less to do than you think. And it was kind of about essentialism and about like how more relationships are ruined by people trying to do too much than not enough. And she was kind of going through every category of life and saying, in like, when it comes to relationships with people, what is the number one thing that you can do for them? And it's just listen. It's not run around ragged and bring them this and that, which I'm sure is so appreciated, but it's listening is the thing they appreciate the most. When it comes to work, what's like different things in different areas. And it's definitely radical thinking in today's hyper productivity valued society. And I think every day I'm subscribing to that less and less, because it used to be a big point of shame for me that I always felt like I wasn't doing enough. Why can't I be like this person and that person that seem like they're doing it all and have it all together? I don't. So if you feel that way, you're not the only one. I do too, okay? Me too. Kind of into this idea of doing the bare minimum. Kind of into this idea of preparing for the fall and getting ready for wintering. That sounds fabulous. Okay, I'm gonna take a sweaty, I'm not gonna take a sweaty shower. I'm gonna shower with a sweaty ass.